My name is Brent Elmer. I'm a program manager on the PlayFab team. And this morning I'm going to be talking to you about PlayFab's real-time analytics and experimentation, and how you as a game creator can add intelligence and insight to any game. Okay, so to kick us off, just a quick reminder what the PlayFab LiveOps platform can bring. So you can see there are many capabilities that PlayFab offers for your game to allow you to build your backend once and distribute it to any platform that you ship your game on. You can see here today we're going to be deep diving into the analytics section. Okay? All right, so just a quick note as we get started here. Many of the talks that we've given on this stage have had a very technical dev focus. This talk is much more angled at business, producer, design side. If we didn't go that route, we wouldn't have time to get through all the content. But I'm happy to go deeper with any of you as a follow-up after the talk. So we're going to talk about three things here. So our first chapter, we're going to go through what PlayFab Analytics is and what it can do for your game. The second piece of this puzzle is we're going to talk about A/B experimentation, how you can get that instrumented into your game, and what some of the best practices are. And then as we wrap up, we'll talk about how you can get started in your own product. Okay, so kicking us off, first, what is PlayFab Analytics? So PlayFab Analytics is, we offer a number of different features because the scenarios that a game creator has are many and varied. So the first piece of the puzzle here is real-time analytics, right? These are useful for various scenarios, such as development debugging, monitoring the operational health of your game as you make updates to it, any kind of customer support and make good scenarios that you need to do. And then if you're looking to release a new update or if you want to monitor live events as they go out, and that's one of the big strengths of PlayFab is the ability to do live ops. The second piece of our data and analytics platform is the ability to do exploration on your raw data. So you have player behavioral analysis capabilities where you can go look at how exactly are my customers interacting with the game. You can do direct query on top of that data to build simple explorations and custom reports. And then you can also deep dive and write your own custom full-on queries against that. Now, obviously, real-time isn't the only scenario we have for analytics. When you start looking at business and how you want to guide the direction of your product, you need to be looking through the lens of metrics and KPIs. And on PlayFab, we have purpose-built metrics that are proven to work in the industry, created for you out of the box just by putting the SDK into your game. So we'll go into that. And then we have custom reporting, the ability to dive into the aspects that make your game unique, such as your first-time user experience, things like your core compulsion loop, and many, many more questions that you might have about your own game. So as we go through the rest of this talk, we're going to look at each of these four capabilities in the context of a real game scenario. So first up, let's talk about real-time analytics. So for this, we're going to pop over to one of our partners' titles, who's actually here with us in the audience today, Adventure Capitalist, a little game you guys might have heard of. Adventure Capitalist has been around for about 4 years and has had great success. You can see what we're showing here is our PlayStream feed. Now, the PlayStream feed is a real-time view of all of the event data that's coming from your customers right now. Everything, when we talk about analytics, begins during development. And it all stems from the events that you emit from your game. That's where your intelligence comes. So, if you see what's happening here, we're sampling at only a 1 in 50% rate, but I can pause this, and I'm going to show you just a couple of the interesting events that come free as part of the SDK integration. So the first of these, you can look at client focus change. Now this gives us information about what we use to build session definitions. But you also see player device info. Now this is an event we emit once each time the game boots. And it gives you all kinds of information about what device the player is playing on, what the make and model, various performance specs, so you can go and drill into how your game is performing across various different devices. That's just one example. So what we're going to do now is I could take any one of these events and I could dive into the player. And we have a player-centric view of our analytics. For this, I'm going to pop over And I'm going to look at another title that we're showing today, which is Tap Cats, developed by a studio called Classy Yak. And here I've asked Arik, one of my colleagues, to do a little proof case for us. So Arik is a cat hater for whatever reason. So here I'm going to look up his profile. So I can do a player search for any player in my game and instantly get the results. So if I dive in here, I can see the same view that we were just looking at in PlayStream, but I can see it now at the player level. So here we have an example of, let's see, 1135. So we know Arik has just, okay, and he's actually doing some things in real time. So as he makes changes here in the corner, as he taps on buttons in the game, you can see that information is all showing up as we go. There's other things we can see in this view as well. So we can see there we go, there's an example. He's just changed his name. I'm a big fan of the new name, Arik. So I can see other examples here, such as I can see any purchases that Arik may have made in the game. Actually, so I can see any items in his inventory. So you can see he's actually bought the Screenzilla starter pack. And I can dive into this item and actually understand what it is. So this is a real money purchase, $7.99 pack that's been defined and set up here on PlayFab as well. So in addition to that, I can go and see a history of this player's logins with the title. So as you can imagine, this kind of tool set is extremely powerful if you're trying to do customer support or debugging of issues that your players are seeing. And you can actually even grant virtual items directly from this interface. So if you want to go make good with a customer that may have had a bad experience, you can do that from here as well. So now the last thing I want to show you from a real-time standpoint is we're going to jump over here to our dashboard view. Now, the dashboard gives you an operational look at the health of your game. So imagine that you've just released an update or you've gone live for the first time. You want to see things such as your API call traffic against PlayFab. Is something spiky happening? Is there some kind of unexpected behavior? Now here's a good example. This might be a reason for me to go investigate that something might be off. I can filter and sort this view as well by API. I can also look at Cloud Script processing. Cloud Script is PlayFab's serverless compute. And so I can see, are the custom jobs I've set up to run in the server executing on time? Or is there one maybe that I need to look at? Finally, if you're going to be running like a live event, you can see engagement metrics to know if you're driving action in the game right now through our logins. And you can see at 5-minute buckets how many customers have logged in the last 5 minutes. Here we've got 589,000 customers in the last 5 minutes. That's pretty good. So now I've given you a look at our real-time analytics. Next, I want to take you into the business. So let's imagine now that your game is ready to go to a soft launch. Now the purpose of a soft launch is to figure out if your metrics are good so that you know before you spend a fortune on user acquisition, right? So that's what we're going to look at here. And in PlayFab's case, we've calculated a lot of this information for you. So I'm going to jump over to our trends feature. Now again, you're seeing Adventure Capitalist here, and I can look at what comes out of the box for me. So I can see immediately at a glance some of the top KPIs for engagement here in a single look. I'm seeing monthly active users, daily active, how many new players I've had over the period that I'm looking at, what are some of the session and engagement metrics looking like, what is my retention, how's my retention doing, and then what is my revenue. So I can do all of these things sorted by different time grains depending on how I want to look back. And then on each of the graphs as I look down below, I can compare the trends in those metrics against the previous period, which is this gray line here. So I know in this case, it looks like my average active players is actually down a little bit. So that's something I might want to be looking at. Also, if I scroll down here, I can see examples here of the engagement time. So in this case, our average engagement in the session is 12 minutes and 14 seconds, which is fantastic. I can also flip this and I can see how many times a day a player plays on average. Here we're seeing about 2.5 times, which is also great for a game like this. So now I want to jump over to Tap Cats for a second here and show you this same view. And you'll see something interesting in my retention graph. So here I'm looking at, let's jump to my day one retention. I can see how has my day one retention been doing. So I can see it's 20%, which I can actually compare as a benchmark against other games on the platform. In this case, I'm seeing I'm right about in the middle, right? 50th percentile. Now I want to check out, I know that TapCats actually does well on its long-term retention. So I'm going to jump over to day 30, and you'll see immediately that it's at the top end of this benchmark, right? I'm in the 65th to 70th percentile. So I know I'm doing well in this area. Another thing I can do with the trends dashboard is I can isolate where some of the activity or engagement is coming from. So I can filter immediately by region. In this case, I know that TapCats has actually seen a lot of organic growth in Brazil recently. And so what I'm going to do is jump over to Latin America. If I look at this, you'll see I'm immediately seeing this spike that's happening here. This gives me the ability to drill down by region and platform. So we've talked about the trends feature. In addition to that, PlayFab calculates for you period level reports that you can see roll-up statistics for. So if I jump over to my reports tab, what you'll see is I can go to I'm having a little hiccup here on my machine. It's been sort of misbehaving this morning. Let's go to my monthly. Okay, so I'm going to go to a 30-day retention report. And you can see a rolling 30-day window that rolls up various different statistics for me. I can also see period level reports in here, so I could look at a specific calendar month to understand what my metrics looked like in February if I'm going to report that out to leadership. All of this can be downloaded via CSV as well, so it's easy to consume in that way. All right, so we've talked, the other option I was going to say is each of these can be set up to be emailed to your inbox or anyone on the team directly every day. And so I'll show you an example of what this email report looks like. So we'll bounce back over here, and you'll get things like these engagement and revenue, but you're also going to get daily top spenders, and you're going to see things like what are your top performing items on a daily basis. So you can keep your finger on the pulse of your game. Okay, so now I can answer a lot of things at this top level, but when I need to drill in, I'm going to need to start looking at individual players' activities. So for this, I want to go dive in to see and understand exactly what's happening. Do some player behavioral analysis. So here is where the power of PlayFab really opens this up. All of the events that you're sending to PlayFab are available to you in our event history tool. This lets you look back across 30 days of all the summary events that your title has had. So if I look at this column, I can tell client focus changes happened 2.6 million times on that day, right? So I can immediately see counts, and I'm seeing all the events I have to work with down here. But in a fraction of a minute, I can immediately slice this information up, and I can see, I seem to be having some internet connection issue here. Let me see if I can pop over here. So I'm fighting a little bit here with my PC. But what I can do is I can pick. Can we get a little help here? We're having a little issue with the machine here. Okay, so they're going to take a look at what's going on with our connection. There's been an issue with our connection to the PC here. But what this would let me do is I can select from all of my events any that I want to go dive into. So one of the scenarios that we do here is I can say, hey, I want to get an idea of how many people are watching ads for every time they log into the game. That's a custom report right there, right? It's very hard to get at that data in many cases. What we do is surface this right up at the top level here. You can pick your player logged in event. You can say, all right, now I want to add and also analyze my my ads watched event to see how many people are completing ads. And what you'd see in the graph below is you'd immediately see that about 2/3 of everyone who logs in is watching an ad. At least one ad. That's a great thing to be able to figure out on the fly. Another scenario we use here in the ad cap case is I can say, hey, for all my real money purchase events, I come up to my real money purchase, and I can ask it, hey, I want to sum by dollars, which is a property of the event, and then I want to group it by the payment platform provider, which is then going to let me see for every platform I'm on, what is my daily total revenue in dollars. Another thing you can create in just seconds as a custom report. Okay, so there's also other capabilities we can take this down to. which we're showing at the booth over here, where you can go and write direct queries against the data itself. Okay, so let's move ahead. Now, if I want to do custom reports and go deeper even than what you've seen here, we make it easy for you to connect directly to your data using Power BI, Grafana, and Tableau, which are coming soon. And so what you get from that is you can go to powerbi.com, create a free account. There's a connector that points to the PlayFab backend. You can pull in all of the event data you have and immediately start slicing and dicing data. And actually, there's a demo of exactly this that our partners at Screenzilla have built in one of the booths over here. And I'll show you an example of one of the dashboards that they built, which lets them look at performance across titles that are in their portfolio of published titles. So this is one of the scenarios that we support. Okay, so this gives you a good taste of what PlayFab's analytics experience looks like. Now I want to talk briefly about how we turn that data into action. An executive producer of mine once told me, a good producer doesn't report the news, a good producer changes the news. And that's what we want to do with data, right? And so the way we accomplish this is through segments. Segments let you take actions against your players. And I'm going to show you this here in the context of one of our test titles. So I have a game called Unicorn Battle, which you can download from our GitHub repo on PlayFab. And I can create a segment. Let's say I want to have a high experience segment. So I want to look at all players who have more than 3,000 experience in my game, because I know they're my most committed players and I want to reward them. So what I'm going to go look for is I'm going to find a statistic which I'm sending to PlayFab. This is custom. I can create whatever I need. I'm going to look under here and I'm going to look at my player level in this case. So let's take this and I'm going to say my player level is greater than 3,000. So I can pick my arithmetic operator and I can say I want to go player level is greater than 10 in this case. And then I can, from here, either save the segment and use it for analysis, or I can add an action against it. So I could immediately send push notifications, emails, etc. to any player as they trigger this segment. Okay. So now let's talk about part 2, experimentation. Now, this is an interesting topic in the industry today. I know there's a debate raging about traditional game design versus data-driven game design, right? And what the role is in each. I actually heard a talk recently about this by Rob Chang, who said, likened it to designers as movie directors versus designers as nightclub managers, which was an interesting analogy. Now, we believe at PlayFab that experimentation is the heart of live ops. It allows you to validate that the game is fun for your players, for what they want from it. You can quickly get to that validation of value, and we believe it's a force multiplier for the rate at which you can learn about your audience, because you can be testing 2, 4, 8 things all simultaneously in parallel. Now, let's talk about what the anatomy of an A/B experiment is. Fundamentally, it comes down to 3 parts. You have the need to create player assignments. Then you want to serve each of the assigned players the right version of your experience. And finally, you need to measure the results to determine if there was statistical significance and whether you can trust that the impact was positive. Now, this is an area where today PlayFab's offering is there and is a little bit thin, but it provides the treatment assignment. What we are doing actively right now is building on top of the technologies that have been developed over a decade within Microsoft for use in applications like Bing, Office, Windows, etc., where they've been running trustworthy experiments for years. And we're building deeply into those 3 core capabilities that I talked about. And we'll have more exciting updates to share in this space soon. As a final note, everything you've seen here is data you generate through your relationship with your players. And so, as such, it's your data and you are in control. With that, that means you're free to bring other data sets into the data platform on the back end. You can take the data you've seen here and export it to scenarios you might need, any location where you might need it. And of course, we provide the capabilities for you to ensure that you're GDPR compliant. So we are unfortunately at all the time we have. But for anyone who wants to take this and get started, I'm happy to give you some more information here on the sidelines. In a nutshell, what you need to do is get one of the 17 SDKs that PlayFab supports, which is right for your game, get it instrumented, and immediately you're going to see intelligence starting to flow through the portal. It's as easy as that. Okay, thank you so much, everybody, for your time. Appreciate it. Like I said, I'm still here on the side. Happy to discuss any questions you might have, and I hope you enjoy the rest of GDC.